Last we left off, we were setting sail on a grand journey to find the first piece of Rayla's crown. Starting off with Tonjin discovering a new creature within the box that he had purchased from the black market, revealing to be a drake, in which some of the crew told you to really be careful with how you choose your words around, a place where Sweetie is. Then after that, a few days later, some of you had developed some ailments. They still apply to this one since we are still continuing. So hopefully you guys, noted it down somewhere. Um, but after that, later on in the day, while you were nearing the location, um, there was an alarm that went off thanks to Tanji's magic that detected a siren, in which it was pulled upon board. Turned out to be a somehow transformed human girl into a siren. You guys were able to ask her a few questions before she started to be changed once more and swam off into the sea. A few minutes later, then arriving at the tall mountains to Hollow Cave, where you navigated your way through the stony, drippy, cavernous walls of this place, going down a tunnel after hearing some cries and pleas of help, being ambushed by a pack of these sort of different looking sirens. And after a grueling battle with that, came across a room, specifically the room where the Opal Band is placed on a stone platform in the middle of a huge cavern. What do we do?
Could we get some general more information regarding the chasm itself?
Yeah.
What's around a little bit, just to paint the picture.
So, right now, you guys are on a little bit of stone ground, sort of like a ledge, I would say, that's coming into the mouth. So, it's kind of like this. You guys are standing here. You came from this arc here. And then before you um, is just a drop, just a cavern. It goes into black, and it's sort of donating around the stone platform in which has the piece. Um, the cavern itself is sort of dome shape. It's literally just all rock, jagged and smooth rock, maybe moist as well, given that there is a sort of perfect cutout in the apex of the dome, um, that is shining the light down on the piece and also letting in all of the moistness come in from the outside world. Um, and that is it. There's nothing on the other side of the dome, like directly behind the crown. It's just completely rock.
And how far seems to be the between the platform we're on
And the
and
platform
the
with the.
yeah the platform where the opal band is?
About 60 to 80 feet.
Oh, okay.
So from where you guys are to the stone platform, it's about 60 to 80 feet,
Okay.
give or take.
Anybody got a way to just kind of call it over here?
We could throw
Certainly
you.
don't.
I said call it over here. I haven't talked about us getting over there yet.
Well, according to the riddle, there's a path yet forged. Does that mean we still have to find something else in this room to help us over?
Or do we have to forge a path?
But how?
Could
Perhaps
take
there
some
is,
climbing pics.
could be, but perhaps there is something that would help craft a bridge or a path to it around here.
Just by looking, how far across is it? Sorry.
Oh, she said like 60 to 80 feet.
Let me see something real quick. Alright, continue. Sorry.
I suggest we start looking around for any clue, any passage of people that came before us, perhaps even.
We had to get over there somehow.
Exactly what I'm thinking.
But if it's a path yet forged, then there wouldn't have been a preset path, no?
There might be
The piece
something
is still
hidden to
there.
help us.
Perhaps there was a path before.
Someone
Maybe.
put it there.
Falcon, Ren is walking over to Dawson's microphone.
Why don't we just pretend this isn't Falcon's voice? I'm annoyed with myself. Why don't we just take two pieces of rope, tie them together, tie Tanji to one end, and just let me chuck him to the other side and pull him across?
I'm not exactly sure you'll be able to throw him at such distance.
And wouldn't he go splat?
Can is there like a little loose rock I can pick up?
I feel like I
probably
don't weigh that
stone
much.
where you came from, yeah.
Pick one and chuck it as hard as I can. see if I can see if I still got it.
You knocked the opal
Okay,
band
make
off.
a excellent athletics check, please.
I don't have any dice.
Ooh.
Moist.
Here.
No, hang
Where's my spray bottle?
Don't mind. Here, where's Trench? There's a little button at the bottom corner you can roll d20 with.
I have a problem.
The room where it happens. I
Do
want
we
to be
have-
in the room where it happens.
Do we have? If I look around, do I see any moss, or not moss, but like vines, like really long vines, seaweed, anything growing anywhere nearby? Or is it just stone?
It's quite literally just all rock.
Frick. Okay.
What's the whole riddle? The princess asks. There has to be something.
I mean,
Tanji.
where the tall jacket figures pose on literal floors. They encase of vastness in its absent doors. No silver tongue, no heart of unease, no mind of corrupt may reap. For a path yet forged bar the keep. Where the tall jacket figures pose on literal. How far down is the hole seem to be?
15.
It's all black. Like he was
Can
just
I
like,
take another rock and drop and wait for a sound?
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna do that.
take her out, drop it. You rate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I mean, the echo needed more time to get up here, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's
How? What is the translation between how long it drops and how many feet it goes down? I don't remember.
A lot. Hope that helps.
I could go down and climb up the other side.
15
That's the
athletics.
best
for you
idea I've got.
throwing the rock. You throw the rock, and it does in fact go flying. It just barely like reaches the stone platform before it just falls to the chasm below, the depths below.
Well, I like the idea even more now. Why don't we just chuck him over? It worked so well, didn't it?
No. What about from the distance we're at? I assume it's slightly difficult, but what does the band seem to look like? Is it whole? Is it wrapped around? Does it have a gap in its space? What are we looking at exactly?
The opal band itself,
Yes.
sort of like in a jewelry store, how a necklace is displayed, and like, sort of around like that on a stone though.
How far did Falcon get that rock?
It like got right to the ledge, like it hit the ledge of the stone platform that it's on.
Falcon, if you think maybe with some help you could do that again, we could try grappling that thing.
What if we miss and
Yeah.
it falls down?
That would be bad.
Now, this is something Kidani can do. This is me speaking. I have enhance ability. Which is one of them is bull strength. The target has advantage on strength checks, and his or her carrying capacity doubles. She can also cast it a second time, and get an advantage on dexterity checks. It also doesn't take damage from falling 20 feet or less if it isn't incapacitated.
It's not concentration, is it?
It is concentration, yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, she can't cast it twice. That is true, but
So
You guys see the princess sort of pacing with her hands on her hips, mouthing some words to herself.
While everyone is kind of checking for the I would like to see if there has been any recent sign of life that has been going around here. Anyone that might have come here prior to us, or the things as such.
Trying to look for some trace evidence.
Kinda,
Little
absolutely.
forensic moment. Make an investigation check.
Look, I started watching Dexter. I love it. It's so good.
So good. I was watching it just before the session.
oh
So
my
freaking nice. Most probably I'm at season 2. I rolled a 13, and you said what? What did you say you wanted?
Investigation.
That will be a 6, 7, 18.
When you're looking around on the ground that you guys are on currently, you see some discoloration in the stone. You can only guess that it was some sort of liquid that was spilled and then dried up, but a very, very long time ago. And then over on the stone platform, right, you can see all the rocks that make up the platform. You see, just ever so barely, a piece of cloth, perhaps, on one of the, like snagged on one of the stones.
Like at the edge of the platform, you mean?
Like, if this is the edge of the platform, this
Yeah.
is the crown. Like,
Uh-huh.
this is like the base. It was like around this area, just like some cloth snagged on the stones that make up the platform. If that makes sense.
Okay. What color is the clock?
Like a beige.
Okay. There seemed to be someone who passed there prior to us, or at least attempted to. And I'll point out at the clock.
So, most direct path forward is down then up.
I'm not sure. But could
We can do that. That's a lot easier. I mean, I feel.
We don't know it's at the bottom of the chasm, though, do we?
Tie a rope down here. I can get down there pretty quick and let you know.
I would advise something prior to us. Just to be sure, yeah, for the stone you mentioned, it seemed like a liquid was poured onto it. Am I to assume this was like some sort of acidic type of liquid?
Just like a stain. Dark
Okay.
stain.
Ah,
Okay.
Does anyone have a torch they won't miss?
poke your
Here you
hand,
go.
One. Oh,
Everyone.
remember all that shit with fire we did right
Yeah.
outside? Everyone's holding red torches.
That's right. Maeve's gonna take, I don't know, Kadani's and drop it down the chasm.
Well, that was rude.
I did ask if you would
Okay.
miss it.
As you drop it down the chasm, it seems to be just rock. And then all of a sudden you see light reflecting off of velvety type winged creatures. And some hissing as it passes by.
Could
Well, maybe we should have climbed down.
because that's I specifically like to read on said. Tanji likes to specifically read on said foreign monstrosities. Do I know what that could have been?
I can make a nature check.
Okay. My
Did it
mouse
seem to
just died.
be-
Let me use my touchpad.
Did he seem to be afraid of the light?
Not afraid, just irritated.
Gotcha.
It's just a 7.
They seem like bats, but the size of like a 5-year-old each.
Jeez.
Shit.
Or Damien?
They're all Damien, though.
Tanji, how do you
Size.
feel
Yeah,
about
round
going
about
down there
Damien's
now?
size.
They're
I
Damien.
can take them.
All of them?
And then, sorry,
Oh.
the details that
Maybe
it
2.
drops and then it kind of clackles into like a little water source down there, and it's extinguished.
Tanji, they're the size of you.
Which means I could do at least 2.
I think there's more than 2.
We
There
need to
might
find
be.
another way around.
Princess.
What does that mean? The princess says.
Well, I was going to ask. Suppose it is your people. Do you have any clue if it is referring to something that we may not know as Land Dweller?
As land dwellers, I thought that maybe that's why the oracles gave them to you. And she points to Tanji and Nave. Are these words significant in any way? No, silver tongue, heart unease. Is that what does that mean?
I mean, silver tongue's usually for deceitful characters.
No heart of unease, no mind of caress. Maybe.
What are we supposed to do?
I would assume that the person who needs to obtain the item needs to meet those characteristics or not meet them, and I'm not sure that either of us fits the bill.
Then why did they give them to you specifically?
Perhaps it's a challenge.
Maybe.
Are you to fight these characteristics that you have?
How am I supposed to do it?
You're going to
Even
rip out my
if-
tongue.
Even if some of these characteristics tied into parts of my past.
Most.
I can't do anything about the past.
Nor can I. Nor do I wish to unearth it.
Princess walks over to the ledge and takes a deep breath and kind of holds out her hand and moves them. And nothing happens. Well, that's not gonna work.
Oh, okay. What was that?
Yeah.
I was trying to see if I could cull the stone from the wall together to forge the path. I didn't know if it was magical. But
You have magic abilities for that?
yes,
Oh, okay. Yeah, my bad. You're a nerd. Yeah, okay.
I did go to school for druidry.
That's cool. But Maeve and I don't.
Kidani-
Prince just has confused look for a moment.
Kidani is going to take a walk around the edge where she can, looking down into the chasm to see specifically if there's anything that's really kind of stands out in terms of the rock work. If there's like some sort of hidden passages or maybe just something missed before.
Sure, make a perception check.
Okay. My brain is going all like, this is Indiana Jones.
I was literally thinking the same exact
The
thing.
same.
Yeah, I was over here grabbing gifts from Indiana Jones. I rolled a fucking 10.
As you look over the edge and kind of skulk it out, there doesn't seem to be a pattern, like at least an intentional one, on the walls with the rock formations.
I promise to not have these characteristics. Looks at the wall, at the pillar. Yeah, see, that didn't work.
And he says that
What?
a stone from the dome drops. Like a stone this size kind of drops.
Like into where those leathery rocks are?
Yeah.
Okay. See, that could have woken them up. Bad idea.
Say more. Confess more.
Confessed it.
Yeah, confess your sins, Tanji.
I think both of you should.
I think I shall not.
That's what it needs to be, though.
I promise I'll be so not corrupt anymore.
The platform itself starts to
Oh, what the fuck?
kind of shake, but then stops.
Maeve, when was the last time you lied? I think we need to undo those.
I'm not sure. Why don't you give it to work, Tanji?
Yeah, okay. That tattoo I have is a super small one. It's right behind my ear, and it looks like the symbol for the Sins gang. It's a really bad representation.
Nothing.
That's the
happens.
truth. Well, fuck!
That was good to know, though. You have to show
Suffer.
us sometime.
Do any of you potentially have a fear they would like to admit?
That was it. That was that. That's what I had.
Fear?
A fear.
A fear.
Oh.
Oh, well, I'm not afraid of anything.
Another stone, two in fact, drops and some dust falls.
Is this a bullshit detector?
I
But
am
it
not a
said
tiefling.
no.
My ears are not pointy.
Nothing.
Okay, so it's not lies.
I am a tiefling. Okay, maybe
Someone
you
else
two
get
need to
something
try.
happen. If this is down to us.
Oh God.
Fuck,
Okay.
okay.
We'll
Here.
lowball it.
Okay. Let me think. I literally wrote this man with a lack of fear. Physical sense, anyway. Oh shit.
Anji, how would you describe your relationship with Serosh, Jerush, and Yolande?
How would I? What kind of question is that?
Is this therapy now?
Simply
Yeah,
answer.
what she said.
Answer.
They're very kind and strong support pillars in my life.
3 stones now, and some dust, rubble. You hear the wee wee wee.
I feel like I'm doing a lot of work over here, man.
What do you want me to say?
Is that a good thing when that happens or a bad thing? I am not sure.
Something's happening, and that's kind of all we got.
That's fair.
Okay, wait, we've seen 2 reactions. We've seen rocks fall, and we've seen the
pillars.
center expand.
What made that expand?
No,
Move,
not
like, shape.
expand.
Okay.
It's shaped.
Not expand. The rocks that are making the platform kind of shifted and shook.
What did I say that made that happen?
You
Is this a
said
bad
that
thing, though?
I promise I will not be corrupt.
Oh God
That
damn
was
it!
a lie. Right?
Yeah.
So we're making this worse when the rocks fall.
Not necessarily.
If the pillar's falling apart, the crown will fall.
What if it falls towards us?
That's not how gravity works.
If it's okay,
That's not how
but
physics works.
all right, but all right. Well, let's test this out. A couple more rocks won't hurt, right?
No, they could. They really could. Because if I was a GM, it would have a fucking counter, okay?
Just to be sure, the rock that fall are from the platform you're saying, right?
Or the ceiling.
The one time that Maven said that, the platform itself shifted. Every other time,
Oh shit.
rocks from the dome, like the roof of the dome, have fallen.
So when we lie real bad, the thing threatens to fall, but we tell the truth, and it rains rocks from the heavens.
I mean, which truths have those been, though?
One time when Tanji went upstairs, I stole one of his family secret recipes.
What?
I don't remember what it was for. Hold on.
I've been pretending to like Tanji's moss balls all this time.
Nothing.
Is that a...
How far
I was hoping maybe it could be more than you two. We could help.
how far down are the bats?
How far down are the bats? Probably about like
kicking
the
around
first
the ball,
50
yeah.
feet.
50
I'm
feet?
trying to avoid this shit.
Yeah. The first 50 feet, and then it continues on for a lot more.
Oh, they're hanging on the wall?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's why they're in the darkness. That's why the light,
Yeah, yeah. Makes sense.
I walk slightly away from the others and kind of lean over the rock wall and kind of try to whisper. I'm afraid if I kicked it, nobody would miss me.
There's a few seconds, and then you all feel the ground shaking, and then shifting of rock. And before you, about 10 to 15 feet of rock start to click and rise and form towards the ground.
I turn to
Or
Maeve.
the opal band.
Deepest fears.
That's not going to happen.
I'm not building this myself.
No silver tongue, no mind corrupting. Maybe you just have to be honest about you.
I'm afraid that I am becoming the things that I fear about Vaxilin.
Once again, the ground starts to shake, and more rocks start to rise and manifest and lock together in place about another 10 feet. 10 to 15. So there's about 30 to 45 feet left from the walkway and then to the stone platform.
I start taking steps out onto the walkway, slowly, and walk down it a little. I worry. If I don't figure out how to be like everyone else, I can't repay the debt I owe to Jerus and Yolan.
Nothing happens.
Turns around in the middle of the platform. I have nothing.
Maeve's gonna meet him over at the edge.
Maybe it is everyone.
The princess then, after hearing Drench say that, just blurts out, I don't feel good enough. My brothers and sisters are incredibly talented. And I feel so much pressure to get the attention of my parents. And that's why I ran away. And then, after a few seconds, once again, another 10 feet.
Oh, you're all
manifest.
helping.
Oh, don't all go at once. No, it was so fun
Sure.
for you to watch, right?
It was
You
great,
have
right?
Plenty of time to try. Let us at least find something.
I'm afraid of being abandoned again, especially by people I consider my family and people who are my family.
Ground shakes once more, and another 10 feet form.
That felt bad.
Drench, Falcon, Matthew.
Give me time.
I feel like I want to make a difference here, but I'm afraid that I am not useful enough, that I am not important, that I am just here along for the ride.
Princess glances at you as you say that, sympathetically, as another about 5 feet forms.
I hate this place.
I am afraid of the view of my children upon me.
Another 10, I mean, not 10, but 5 feet. Got about 10 feet to go.
Falcon.
I'm scared of not being loved by those who should love me unconditionally.
With that, there's a final shaking of the ground as you hear the piercing sound of stone locking, grinding together as it completes the forged path.
Worst summer trip ever. I'm going to start walking closer to the jewel,
Same.
and I want to just check the area for any traps.
Before you
What the fuck was that? Hold on. Someone just opened my door and then said sorry. and left.
Jeez.
Okay.
Um,
When you walk down the catwalk at this point, are you gonna try to go straight, like, for?
I'm slowly approaching it, and I said I wanted to detect. I'm not using the spell. I want to look around for traps or something similar.
do we have the rope out still? Or
I don't
do
know
we
who
have
had
any
it.
rope?
I don't think we
Um,
Okay.
I have some.
I have like
Alright.
rope, I think.
Yeah.
Falcon, just in case, could
You can go
we
ahead and check for traps.
have maybe wrap some rope around them and we stay over here on this side,
Perception, investigation. What
just
do you
in
prefer?
case?
Whichever one.
Thanks, Falcon.
I'm using. Nah, fuck it. I'm not gonna use lucky. 12.
So as you slowly approach, looking around, right before you get to the circle platform in which the piece is on, you kind of slam yourself into an invisible wall and fall back.
Can you do that again?
Just stares at me. I know. I think it needs one more secret from you.
My secret is that I'm just utterly infatuated with Tanji.
Catwalk starts to shake.
Sorry!
Oh,
sorry! I'm deeply sorry.
Get it together, you two.
Yes, sir.
Does anyone have something to get rid of a magic wall?
Just to be sure of formation right now, Maven and Tenji are on the platform.
I think
Oh.
Kadani said she joined us, but yeah.
Okay.
No, Kadani's on the other side.
Oh,
She's on
okay.
top of the
Okay.
ground.
Fuck us, guys. It's fine.
But she did ask Falcon, and Falcon did tie, I believe it was the rope around Maeve's waist, just in case that walkway is to go by.
Fine, guys. I'll be fine.
I'll grab you.
I
yeah.
don't believe it. The platform's just shake.
Got him! Maeve's gonna kind of bang her fist lightly against the wall.
You just doom doom doom.
Does it seem to go as far as we can reach around? It's not just quick barrier. It's
Yeah,
a
as
dome.
far as you can,
Okay.
it's kind of like a cylinder around the platform.
Do we have to confess our sins more?
I think I'm out.
You guys have never been nice to each other, have you?
No.
No.
Well, we have to be honest, don't we?
I
does that
honestly
have to do with
enjoy
anything?
torturing him.
It's a pastime.
Exactly.
Nice hobbies.
Mm-hmm.
Honesty and niceties are not always one and the same.
Oh, what are we supposed to say to each other?
Apologize.
For what?
That's not honest. I don't mean it.
But perhaps try. Both of you. You've been bittering at each other since that moment we've been a team.
Yeah, but it's all in good fun. Mostly.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Is it?
Most yeah.
Do you
most
want to
of the time.
talk?
What?
Nothing.
No, it's fine. It's coming out as, meeting me as an enforcer, and the next thing I know, you're pickpocketing me. That's
I didn't pickpocket you.
I was making a getaway with something. In all honesty, right? If we're being honest here.
Mm-hmm.
When I was taken from, no.
Not by me. Not to say the other time we met I wasn't exactly keeping my hands to myself, but... I don't know what we're supposed to do here. I mean... Tanji and I get along just fine, right, Tanji?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's great.
Floor beneath you starts to
God fuck!
give way.
Alright, we don't get along fine, but I don't necessarily dislike the dynamic.
No shakes!
Good! Honesty!
We're getting somewhere, see?
Exactly.
Everything's healthy and fine where it is.
The shield seem to think otherwise.
I'm just not
But does
sure.
this cave get an opinion?
Yeah. If we think our dynamic is fine, then why should we change it?
None of you have any regrets towards one another.
Perhaps I... No. Yes. Floors don't give way underneath me. I don't know. I guess...
I guess I'm sorry when the team came over for dinner and I recognized your aunts, that I didn't turn us around.
I guess I'm sorry for dragging you into that.
Kicks the barrier.
Still there.
I don't think this is working!
Is there anything of deeper value?
There's not really much of substance to our relationship in the first place.
Is there any event that transpired before? Something
Anything
that
you
connects
like
you
about
both?
each other?
I like his baking. Touch the wall.
The floor didn't shake, I'm thankful.
So it's not to lie.
I appreciate the help you've given me.
I respect your determination.
I admire your compassion.
I admire that you think I have compassion. I respect your interpersonal relationships.
What was once just seemingly an invisible cylinder around starts to materialize into an iridescent, sparkly quality, as with a hiss kind of like shards of glass after the window has been broken. The shimmer starts to fall.
Thank God, I thought we were going to have to hug it out.
The beautiful band
Haven't
sitting there
seen
glistening.
any traps. Well, no, I ran into a wall, so yeah, we're gonna.
All you?
Gladly. I'll pick it up.
So as you step up on the platform and hold it in your hand, you feel that it's warm and has a little bit of a vibration to it. And the vibration starts to grow throughout your arms and your body. But then you hear a deep rumbling as it grows louder and louder.
Hey
And
guys.
you feel a pit in your stomach as the platform you're on drops.
Maeve grabs him as soon as she can.
That's on the
You're
platform. You were
dropping
on
too.
the bridge.
I've got.
Oh,
Oh,
The bridge that you're on also starts
but
to
I've got the rope on me.
and drop.
Bryn's got the rope.
Yeah, so can I try and like grab him before we fall?
Falling's
You
usually
make
okay.
a
Okay.
grapple check.
Ah, what do I roll for that?
Athletic.
Oh, no!
Yeah.
I rolled two. Is this all
real
her?
quick-
I'm
And
kind of.
then Ren, whoever's holding the rope to keep them, make a strength check.
Okay.
Upon
What's my
seeing this,
athletic?
could I come to aid Falcon to hold up?
Yeah, you can aid. You get
Can
help.
Johnny? You're doing an athletics check, right? Would that count? No, that would count a disadvantage on a strength check. Would that give her advantage on a strength check on an athletics check if Kadani gives her an enhanced ability?
Well, I'm giving the help action, so Shelby has advantage.
That's to
No,
Falcon,
for
though.
Maeve. To
Oh, oh.
Oh, Maeve.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, thank God.
Alright, Kadani is going to cast the moment she sees them start dropping. Is going to give enhance ability. Throw that, and she is going to because that is one action, and she is also going to give her a bardic as well.
Okay,
And
so
Kanji, as you're falling, make a dexterity check to see if you can grip and hold on.
okay, so that gives me advantage, and then what do I get from the bardic?
to the band.
You are going to get a hold on.
Is it,
Okay, 1 minute.
Ren's asking if it's strength or athletics.
I'm gonna have a request if this
Athletic.
goes. one
Mine's
way.
athletics. I think Ren's was strength.
Yeah.
Is that just
Oh,
a
yeah,
straight
yeah.
dex or an acrobatics? DM.
It's gonna be a D8, Meg.
Okay.
Dexterity check for that, Michael.
Oh, they're the same. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't
It
matter.
says 18.
Dirty 20.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry. Okay, so
I got a
yes,
12.
you have a gorilla grip on the opal bed as you start falling as a reactionary response. And then, what did you get, Babe, for the grapple
A
check?
12.
With a D8?
Yeah.
With advantage?
Advantage?
Yeah.
Fuck. No, let the dice play out. Keep playing it out.
And then, Ken, what was your strength check to see if you could hold Maeve?
She said 18.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Falcon, you grunt and steady your feet into the stone as you hold on to Maeve via a rope. Maeve, when you reach out for Tanji, your fingers hold for just a second before they slip.
Okay. Request.
Yes.
With the dirty on the with the high roll and the dexterity.
Mm-hmm.
I have decent control over this, right? If I'm slipping, can I take my other hand up and slap the bracelet into her hand?
Yes. When you
Okay.
make this motion and you're falling, but you're caught by a cold substance that's wrapped around your feet. As the rest of you see that the water from the bottom has sort of formed itself and wrapped around Tanji's feet, holding him in place, the opal band glowing in his hand. And Maeve, the rope kind of digging into your abdomen, causing a sharp pain as you fall backwards and hit the stone behind you, giving you 2 points of bludgeoning damage. And all of you see Tanji sort of shakily surfing on this water wave that he has right now going.
I don't know how I'm doing this.
Falcon,
I'm not doing that.
But the fuck is?
Falcon, roll back the rope.
Can I get myself?
Wait, yeah.
Tanji,
How
are you
far down is Tanji?
Can I get myself over to a wall, to the ledge, and get a grip on the rock?
Yeah. Whatever your mind wills. Rocks are still falling though.
Wait, how far down is he?
From where the ledge is, where you guys started on, he's probably about like 15 feet down.
Falcon, lower me down.
No, hang on. And I'm gonna try to raise myself up with it while watching out for rocks coming down.
You bob and weave through these rocks that are falling, and the rest of you on the ledge, the ground is shaking as you are still standing. And Tanjing, you are able to move yourself onto this ledge safely, the water falling as you put your feet on the ground, and the opal band stops glowing. And rocks are continuing to fall, and you look down the path where you came from. Rocks are falling from there too.
Is
We gotta go.
everyone on the?
We gotta go now.
Everyone is on.
Yes.
Yeah, everyone's on the platform.
Okay, good.
Amazing.
Well, let's not waste any time before we become buried under here.
Agreed.
Fucking run.
Yeah, we're just
Running.
gonna book it.
Okay. You guys are running through. I need all of you to make dexterity checks as different pieces of branches and vines and rocks are falling. The ground beneath you is breaking away as you're trying to remember which way you came from. Make a history check.
19
Oh,
on that
history
Dex check, and
Not history, survival check. My bad.
Okay, so
Just
a
verifying,
dex.
is it a dex or dex saving throw?
I'm gonna use lucky on that one.
Or we're using.
Yeah, Dex
sorry,
or Dex saving.
Dex or save, Dex save, and a history check on top.
Dexterity check.
Oh,
Dexterity
check.
check.
When do we use saves? I'm curious then. On the physical.
Huh?
Dexterity save. I usually like to just sequester that to like spells. Really.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's like I either have a +6 or +3 on the
Yeah.
dexterity. I gotta figure out
Big
which one.
difference.
22 on the Dex check.
19
I
on
got
the Dex check, 10 on the history.
I got 16 on dexterity, 9 on history.
5 on history.
My girl running, but she don't know where she's going.
History
21
or
on
survival
Dex.
check, really.
Oh,
survival.
shit.
Good.
6.
Oh yeah, if I can just add my modifier.
And 15 for survival. And 21
Okay.
for Dex.
Oh.
Mine's a 14 for survival.
Okay. With everyone's navigational skills combined, along with Falcon and trying to push you guys forward in whatever direction that you want to go, you guys are still trucking along. And you get to a familiar area where it's called sort of another bridge. What's everyone's passive perception?
20.
What
10.
fucking monster, dude.
12!
15.
Maeve is a dit.
Mm-hmm.
Tanji, as you all are running, since you're kind of shorter, maybe a little towards the back, you see, as you're crossing this bridge, it's sort of over a lake or river situation, and you see from below a siren jump up and head for Kadani. Kadani, I need you to make
Donnie Duck, if that can help
strength
her
check.
at all.
I gotta do a strength check.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Strength check.
Can those of us who
That
saw
is-
this assist her? I'm not one of them, but
Tanji can. Tanji can, since he saw it.
Okay.
And I what?
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, I wanted to
You can-
yell
Yeah, you can assist Kadani by shouting
advantage
one.
to you.
Okay, so that's help. Okay. And just straight up strength, not a saving throw.
I know saving
yes.
throws are
12.
meant for the. I'm dying. 12.
Siren goes past, flying,
As soon as-
unable to capture you.
How big is the cavern underneath? Like how much space does the hole have?
What hole?
You said that we're walking across like a bridge, right?
Oh, yeah. So like it comes to sort of like an more open area, and you guys are on a bridge, and below you, probably like 20 feet, not 20, but like 10, 15 feet below is just like water.
Okay. Does that area, is it like a hole or is it like, what is it? I'm trying to figure
Where the
out.
water is?
Yes. Like,
No.
are we in a tunnel or is it a huge cavern?
It looks like what it looks like on Roll20. This is the area that you're in right now. Or like you see
Gotcha.
like off in the distance in that image, there's like sort of like a little ledge there, but it's a bridge in what you guys are walking over right now.
Cool.
Yes.
If I still holding the jewels, could I push the water away from both sides of the bridge and clear
Yes.
the rest of the?
Yes, you
I
can.
would like to do that.
Alright.
As that little river splits.
Yes, you see the opal band light up in your hand again, feeling those strong vibrations as you move your hand with a kind of arcane whoosh sound. You all hear the water kind of splashing and parting below, revealing sand and rock underneath it, leaving two sirens kind of just there on the now dry floor as you keep running over. And with everything progressively getting worse and worse, you see the lights of the entrance of the mouth. You can hear the oceans. You can hear the caws of birds, the smell of salt and fish on your nose, as finally you all jump and land on sandy ground. As you look back, and the mouth of the cave just starts piling up with rocks and boulders.
Well,
Maeve's gonna pull Tanji into a hug.
Panting,
everyone
trying for a
okay?
minute,
Is
You
everyone
don't
alive?
Hug back.
seems like everyone's here.
If you're not alive, let us know.
Not alive. Definitely not alive.
Dead
Just gonna push
inside.
him away. Yeah, very dead inside.
Falcon says, "Fuck that cave."
Yeah, that's valid. That's appropriate.
Words.
Wise words.
No trip. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's get back to the ship, shall we?
Easy peasy. Next two will be even easier. It's fine.
No sirens too.
Matthew will start preparing the
We need to
rolling
go. They know we have it. We need to go.
We need to go. We need to go. We need
Falcon
to go.
says cunts.
He hates sires.
Okay. So, Matthew.
Yep.
Walk over to the rowboat. Usher everybody on. And start rowing back to the ship. Still there. Perfectly fine. As you guys approach, you hear a series of shouts at your arrival. And a long ladder is thrown off of the side of the boat. You all climb up it, being met by the captain and her first mate / wife, Silver. and a brow arch as she goes, "Had fun, I see."
Not quite. We need to
So
move.
much fun. Let's go.
Siren's
Let's
probably
go.
coming.
Yeah, we should get out of here.
I've never been happier to see this stupid boat. And she just kisses the deck.
We found what we came for. We can head to our next destination.
With haste, truly.
Oh, what did you go through? I mean,
Rocks.
if you guys encountered some things back there, then we probably need to be wary of it in the future, no?
We encountered sirens, and as we were running away from the cave collapsed on us. As we were running, I almost got eaten by a siren. And Tanji got almost eaten by a siren, and so did the princess, and all of us.
And I had to be
And
nice to Tanji.
Had to
We
be
had a
nice
group
to me.
therapy
Even
session.
worse.
We had the group therapy session. I never want to do that again.
So
I
many
don't think that's
feelings.
therapy. I came out significantly worse.
Agreed.
Just in time for dinner. She walks off down to the galley.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go feed Morgana.
Morgana?
Morgan. Not Morgana. Fuck. Morgan.
Morgan?
It's a good name.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, let's not waste any time. Go on. Have a feast.
Kidani kind of just sits down on the deck of the dock.
Falcon joins her.
Yeah, Maeve is skipping dinner. She's gonna go find somewhere quiet.
Y'all can eat.
Yeah.
Come on.
As long as we can get away from them, I'm okay.
You know what? That's a point.
I don't think I'll rest until my feet are on solid ground again.
If they're gonna attack, I want food first. I'm gonna head towards food.
Matthew will join.
Maeve's gonna hang back.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna reach up and tap Maven on the side of Do you want to take a nap with us? Because I'm not fucking.
A nap would be lovely, though I'm not sure I'll sleep, but I can keep watch.
Here. And she'll give the plushie. Don't lose her.
I wouldn't dream of it.
And she pretty much flops over onto Kandani and falls asleep.
Me crash.
Maeve's gonna sit on the other side of Falcon, kind of making a falcon sandwich, and rest her head on her shoulder.
I'm throwing that.
Aww.
What were you doing? I'm so sorry.
Yeah, Kidani also
Falcon
curls
sandwich.
Kidani also curls close, and she also.
Matthew, what were you doing?
He's just going to eat up with Tenji, and seeing as the girls are not here, assuming they went to the room, he'll keep 3 plates ready for them for when he'll finish dinner.
And Drench, what are you doing? You left.
He went to the bathroom. They're asking what you're doing. Come here.
Sorry.
Yeah, the options are you join the cuddle puddle or you go and get some food. Or
Drench is
whatever else you
going-
want to do.
Definitely going to get some food.
Okay.
Okay. As you all sort of disperse the princess a bit later on, eating with the boys, if you will, as they call it, sits down across from Tanji, and as she's eating, she does not take her eyes off of you, Tanji.
he, after finishing his food and packing some away for Morgan, looks over the princess and you said Princess Across, right?
Yes.
Okay. And we'll pull out the band, put it on the table, and slide it to the middle.
She looks at it, and she reaches her hand out to touch it, but then she pulls away, sort of in hesitation. Takes a deep breath and shakes as she returns to determined eye contact with you, and she goes, I didn't do that.
I know. When I was holding you, it was like the water was listening to what I was hoping would happen.
She leans back in her chair and goes, are you able to manipulate magic yourself?
Somewhat. I adopted some mix of druidic powers in picking up jobs. It was helpful to keep fires lit on long nights or occasionally to sniff out some giant mole in the farms. So I've picked up on it.
And that must be it, right?
Never done anything like that.
She takes a deep breath and puts her hand on her forehead. It started glowing.
Yeah. He takes a glass of water and scoots it towards the necklace. And pushes it slightly closer to her. Well, before I do that, he puts his hand on it. Can I get the water to kind of rise up in the cup a little?
Yeah.
And
And
puts
it
it down and
glows as you
scoots
do
it
so.
closer to her. If you can give that a shot, I think it looks better on you than me.
Yeah, she takes a deep breath and she also places one hand on the opal band and when she does, the water in the cup starts to geyser and go everywhere, sort of like a sprinkler, and she backs up, sort of in shock. I don't really think I did that either.
You didn't.
And everyone is sort of looking. You hear a voice. Everything all right?
Oh, good.
Yeah, just squirted everywhere. Okay.
I'm done.
Oh fuck.
That's
Fuck you,
all
Mia.
from me
Fuck
tonight.
you, Mia.
She's a merfolk. She don't know.
I'm sure she knows. I was gonna ask she's at the table in her right. She's in view, correct?
Yes. Yeah, you guys are sitting with her, so you
Okay.
would have been
I
in
wasn't
the
sure if I
flat
was.
zone.
Could I
No.
push the necklace to my right over to Matthew?
Yeah.
You want me to try?
I mean, we should figure out if you're gonna do it more like me or more like her.
He'll place his hand and see if what the reaction of the water is.
You place your hand on it, that same, like, sort of numbing vibration starts in your hand and it crawls up your arm, all the way out throughout your body. And the necklace starts to glow and just rises just a little. Similar to Tanji.
Oh, similar to Denji. From what I understood, I could be wrong, the princess was very much seemed a little bit angry at the sight of those power a little bit. Matthew will attempt to see if, like, trying to think of something that angers him real briefly, something that annoyed him, see if the necklace react depending of emotion.
Sure. Kind of close your eyes and touch the opal band again. Thinking of this moment, you open your eyes and elicits the same reaction.
The explosive one, or
No, the
Okay.
demure.
I'm not sure why it has such an effect with you, princess.
It's more powerful, but less controlled.
I just think I'm doing everything. And she kind of slams her palms on the table and sort of tries to rush away.
Perhaps it's that sort of impulsivity that makes it less control. And he'll say that only to Tenji while she's gone.
Maybe. Did you feel anything when you touched it?
A sort of buzzing, I would say.
Yeah, me too.
Well, you found it, you took it. I believe it's only right for you to keep it.
As much as I like taking in shiny things, I'll hold on to it just to watch for now. But we need to put it back together and put it where it goes.
Your honesty and that of Maven today gave us a lot. Thank you for it. Perhaps there's a lesson to learn from it.
Maybe. She'll end up deserving the same credit, if not more.
I'll go feed the girl. See if they need a meal.
Gonna slip away to the room with Morgan.
And Matthew will raise and, with 3 plate, go to the barracks. See if they are still sleepy.
I will go feed the tiny little fuzzy creature.
Okay. Both go to the galleys. Yeah, Bidani, Vulcan, Maeve. You see them there, enjoying themselves.
Did Falcon and Kadani fall asleep?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
Oh, I thought Falcon was leaning up against like Falcon. Kadani. Yeah, Kadani. And just if Kadani moves, she's falling on the floor.
I would say Maeve's probably still awake.
Kadani
So-
has just resigned herself to her fate and just
Oh.
much like when you're like holding like a cat or a dog and you're like, yeah, she's like fine.
So, Kadani and Falcon are both sleeping and Maverin is awake, correct? Matthew will enter without making too much noise. Oh. Well, they deserve some rest.
We all do.
I took some light thing from the kitchen, if you want.
That's
And I'll
very,
pass the plate.
that's very kind of you. And Maeve's gonna try and very gently pull away from Falcon and grab the plate and put it beside her. Long day.
Certainly was. But you showed great strength in there. It's to be commended.
Didn't feel strong. But thank you.
Well, showing weakness sometimes is a great strength to have.
I've always kept my cards very close to my chest, so it's difficult to not be deceitful sometimes.
It's understandable. The world is dangerous.
Especially when you let yourself get close to people.
Agreed. But it has its benefit for sure.
Back in there, you didn't just say kid for your fear, you said kids. Do you have more than one, or were you including your sister in that?
You'll sit down briefly. Loretta is, under Vaxelan law, my adopted sister, but also my daughter. I adopted her after her mother died.
Who was her mother to you?
My mother.
Oh, your mother. Fuck. Well, I suppose there's a lot I have to learn about Vaxelan and their ways. It's not all what I thought.
There's a lot to learn from Vaxelan. But not much to gain, I want to say.
I suppose you would know that better than others.
Certainly do. I mean, I was raised there, so.
In the spirit of today's honesty, I am sorry if I let my temper get the best of me sometimes. I suppose I got more from my father's side than I thought.
Perhaps, but you shouldn't feel too sorry. I believe it was rightfully deserved.
Doesn't mean that I can't reel it in a little bit when working.
Sorry, what did you say?
I said doesn't mean I can't reel it in a little bit when we're working.
True.
Thank you for the food. I'll make sure they eat up when they wake up. Right, so
Certainly.
gonna let them sleep for a while.
Sounds like a plan. I'll go on deck. I'm out of you for a moment.
Enjoy.
Thank you. You rest well. And you'll make his way out.
As he walks away, Maeve's gonna under her breath go, I'll admire the view too.
Damn.
And she'll go back to laying down on Falcon's shoulder. Which, by the way, great art. Fantastic. Send that to the group.
Send it to the group. Yes, demand.
Yeah.
Demand.
Yeah,
Picture.
use his phone, take a picture. Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
I'm so sorry. My roommate came in. What did I miss? I'm so sorry.
Maeve checked out Matthew's ass, and they had a
Yeah.
sweet moment where Maeve apologized
he
for
leave
being
the
a
room?
cunt.
Yeah, he left the room.
Yeah, that was after he left.
As you're leaving the room, you bump into a figure. You hear the, oh, sorry. And you look up, you see Sidious.
Oh, hi there.
I hope. Hello. I hope everything is going well with the operation.
It certainly is as of now, yes. The girl are resting at the moment.
Yes, well,
Anything?
good night. Is that you?
Yeah.
As he then goes by. Tanji, where did you leave your Drake? Specifically.
Less than an hour. Not really. I left it in its box with holes and food under the bed.
You want to go check on it?
I do.
You do. These are sort of, and do you want to like open the box?
Yes.
It's not there.
Fuck. He opens. Hey, Morgan, I got sausage. Looking around the room for any trace of where this thing has gone.
Sure. Make an investigation check.
Okay.
All the food is gone. There's just like crumbs
16.
there. Oh gosh. So you see that there were sort of tiny claw marks at the bottom of the lid of the box. And then as you inspect further underneath the bed, there are like ripped up pieces of like cloth and like paper and chewed up pencils.
Oh no.
And that's all you find, really.
Ah. Who do I know that may have come by here, through here? Who goes through the hall often, or this room possibly?
This is one of the two sort of galley barrack rooms. And this room in particular, it is of course all of you plus the princess, along with a couple of the other what's it called, crew members.
Do any of those crew members happen to cook for fun? In their
Do any
pastime?
of them what?
Happen to cook?
No, it's pretty much Sweeney.
Okay.
Maybe like some of the like miscellaneous sailors like help out Sweeney in the kitchen, but
Yeah, I'm just making
Sweeney
sure
does
Sweeney
not
doesn't sleep here.
no, he does not sleep here. No.
Cool. Cool. I'm gonna go looking through the whole ship. I'm looking very conspicuously, but trying to be inconspicuous about it.
Sure, you can make both an investigation and performance check.
Fuck. 15 on the investigation and 17 on the performance.
Okay, so on the performance check, you do pretty well. Like, sort of walk in through the the underbelly of the ship, walking by sailors, giving them a nod, giving them a salute. Maybe even engaging in a little bit of a nicety conversations as you're looking around casually underneath things, behind things. It's not until you get into the storage room
Hmm.
that you hear some rustling
Hmm.
behind the cooler door.
Oh. Ah, okay. Going to carefully make my way over there and peek around.
Put your hand on the knob and turn, and there's a little bit of a groan as the door swings open, and right on top of a barrel there is a box filled with dried sausage, and head pops up, and you hear and you see your Drake chewing.
I had dinner. And he looks at how much has he gotten into in here. D, how much has she gotten into in here?
So really just on where his size is, he's a tiny little thing. So he probably kind of chewed through a box of apples, chewed through a box of crackers that were on the floor, until he somehow climbed his way up the barrel and got into the sausages, which are like halfway full now, the box.
Okay. You and I are going to very carefully go back to the room. And no one is going to see us leaving this room. He's going to pick up the drink and slip it into his jacket, into his pocket. Okay. He tries to put a box or two back and makes it look neat. There's hardly a point as they're ripped and there's crumbs on the floor. And they're all open. But yeah, and then make his escape.
Would you like to make a stealth check? Or
If it means not being seen.
sure, go on.
Okay. That's interesting. That's a 16.
Okay, so you close the door ever so slightly and kind of feel around on the floorboards beneath you as they are wood to feel out the creaking patterns, and tiptoe your way out of the storage room and back into the hallways. Yeah, nobody really suspects anything of you.
You are so grounded as he makes it back to Yeah, and is there some way they're beds, right? Or are they hammocks?
They're hammocks.
Shit.
Yes.
Where are we gonna put you?
We're again looking like the cat full of soup meme.
Cool, you're sleeping in the hammock tonight. That's all he's doing. He's putting his box there and putting it in the hammock this time, wrapping it, making sure it stays shut, and put him in there with food for now. If he still fits in there, assuming. Been a few days. Yeah.
Okay. Do that successfully. Does anyone else like to? Would anyone else like to do anything before they go to bed? Drench, you haven't said a word.
I don't know if Drench is going to bed. He's going to be sitting on the deck, just staring up at the sky. Like as far away from people as he can be. He might fall asleep there, but he's not going down to the galley.
Yeah, May's probably gonna sleep top deck today too. had enough of
On
being
the
in
deck.
enclosed. Yeah, she's probably had enough of being in an enclosed space.
Okay. There are people, on a night watch, as you know, would have known. With the usual Sydney and the crow's nest, Doc on the bow of the ship, smoking. And a couple other sailors with crossbows, with daggers, just looking out. And Maeve, as you climb the stairs onto the deck, and sort of find a nice place, you do see French sort of in a little tiny corner of the deck, just laying, looking up.
He's sitting like knees to chest, just staring out.
Used to check that.
What does he look like? Like, does he look contemplative? Does he? What's his expression?
It's just. I don't want to say sad, but that's probably the closest thing you could make of it. It's just almost, yeah, just sad-ish.
Maeve's gonna go closer to him, probably with like 5 feet of space between us, and just kind of sit by him and get herself situated. Need company?
I will not turn you away, no, but if you have other things you need to do, I will not keep you.
I don't know if you noticed, but we are stuck on this fucking boat in the middle of the fucking water, so I'm here.
Yeah, that is true.
You alright?
No. I am not hurt, I am not in pain, but it's different. It's not something I'm used to.
Describe it.
I have always, almost since the moment I could remember, have had a purpose. I've had a job, a thing that I need to do. That is what I'm meant for. And have not felt that in a while. A need to be. It is strange and almost painful in a way. Have something that was your life, what you are, and not be able to accomplish it. If that makes sense.
I think so. What was it you were trying to accomplish?
It was not what I was trying to accomplish. It's what I. It's hard to explain. It is what I am with my people. What I do for them. And I thought it was. When I left, it was mostly other people, other members of my tribe. They had similar jobs, but different in ways, and I still had a purpose there. But when I left, I was thinking that I could learn more, I could figure out who these others were around us that we just do not know or do not care to, I'm not sure. And since then, I've just been lacking, I guess, in purpose.
Even now, with all we have riding on the line?
If I was to, when we hit the shore, when we get back to where the city, if I was to then and there leave, I feel like all of you could do it without my presence.
How would you know that? You're just assuming.
That is correct, but what have I done to assist any of you in the past week, 2 weeks?
Are you
Seems
serious?
as though-
You have
Every-
been instrumental in our efforts.
Everything that I have done seems to be minimal, something you could have easily figured out how to do on your own. It is
You literally let us walk on water.
swimming is a thing, and
Not for me, it's not.
okay, well, that's
You assume how others feel about you without giving them a chance to tell you themselves. Can't your purpose just to, I don't know, just be Drench?
maybe.
If everyone had their lives riding on them accomplishing some great good, then I think that most of the people in this world would feel sorely underaccomplished. Sometimes your purpose can be as simple as just being there for someone. A kind ear, or making them a little treat, something to eat. It doesn't have to always be something so grand. You shouldn't be so eager to throw yourself into the line of danger.
I'm not necessarily one for stepping into dangerous situations, but I don't know. Everything that happened back there, I feel like I was just there to watch you both nearly fall to your death. Watch everyone struggle with trying to figure out what to do. And not being able to do anything about it.
Do you think any of us felt we were in control of the situation? Because I felt pretty fucking powerless when I couldn't grab Tanji. The way I see it is we could not have achieved what we did today without you. Aside from the walking on water and the healing and all of that fun stuff, your honesty quite literally helped build the path towards our goal. I think that's something.
Maybe.
I don't think that you're going to develop your life's goal or mission from one conversation, but I think it needs to be something deeper and more intrinsic. You do good, Drench. And if you can't see it, then maybe you should let other people show you.
I'm not a very good learner, I guess.
We all have our weaknesses. That's why we have this wonderful little motley crew. We compensate where others might be lacking. For now, what I think that we are sorely lacking is some sleep. You lizard folk do sleep, right? You haven't just been.
No, I've not slept for 3 days. now,
Oh,
for
yes, yes. Be kind to yourself. That's all. I'll let you rest. Just gonna shuffle a little further away and close her eyes.
Hear some sniffling coming from a sailor about 10 feet away. I really need to hear that. And he walks away.
God, this is a great job.
Josh kind of backs up into the corner and like gets comfortable as he kind of rubs his eyes a little bit. Then tries to fall asleep.
Same.
The exposal is great.
Dowsing can.
Okay. So, you all managed to drift off to sleep. Maven, you are on that really just glorious verge between awake and just falling asleep, being comforted by the lull of the rocking of the ship and the calming sounds of crashing waves. As you hear from your side pocket, my friend, I don't know if you can hear me, but today was a good day. I talked to that boy in my dreams. He said he liked my hair. Mummy made my favorite dinner. And I miss you a lot. I also saw Daddy cry today. And that's all here.
25 words, right?
Yes.
Oh. I really miss you too. I'm glad the boy in your dreams is keeping you safe. I love you. And that's all.
Okay. Drift off to sleep, and we're gonna take a 15-minute break.
Okay.
That was a little
Well
devastating.
done.
Wow.
Holy shit! What a session.
Oh god.
So far it's been, oh my god.
So much
That's a
That
emotion.
was
I know.
Mia, a wonderfully
Oh yeah.
set up skill check challenge, and
Yeah.
the entire sequence was executed moi. It was amazing.
My stomach was in my
good.
throat the whole time. Oh, that was great.
Great.
Hey,
Also-
when
Speak!
when my laptop working again, I'm gonna try and see if I can do a little animatic style of that sequence of us fucking doing it. So everybody, give me a little tidbit on what your character would be doing while they're running.
Running.
For the running.
Very fast.
Thanks, Michael. Very
lot of
descriptive.
crosswords.
Oh my god.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll TM you. We'll oh. Also, Dawson, great role playing moment.
Mhm.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
You always like
yeah.
Oh,
come through with those.
Ah,
Oh yeah.
just
So, all of you sleep peacefully through the night. Gotten used to, the rocking of the ship, not really getting seasick anymore. Usually waking up to the sun. I can hear myself. Usually waking up to the feeling of the sun on your face, the shuffling of people as they get ready for the day. However, this morning is different, as you all hear or are awoken by a furious roar.
Maeve draws her weapon.
Oh shit!
There.
Furious roar. All of you, as well as the other people in the barracks who are still asleep, jump up and continue to hear some roarings, but this time they are words. Where is it?
Oh no.
Matthew would
And
pick us a sword and go up.
And
Do
somebody
we
else rolls over and puts their blanket over their head and groans, "Not this again."
Do we recognize who's the one screaming?
I'm already
It's
covering.
Sweetie.
I'm already covering my box next to me.
It's Sweetie.
Oh no.
Falcon's immediately up with a battle axe. Like, what the hell's going on?
Everybody go back to sleep. It's just nothing. Crew seems fine with it. Let's just go
Then
back to
you
sleep.
hear Sidious knocking on the walls and going, "Up, everybody up! Inspection!"
Tanji?
Yeah.
Give. I got it.
Passes.
There's a little compartment inside of the plushie. Put them in that if you need to.
Maeve shoves it in the plushie and then holds the plushie very tightly to her chest.
You see all the
Good
other,
Annie is up as well.
you see all the other crew members semi quickly throw on some proper clothes, tidying up anything they can, and standing up against the wall toward where the door is. And you hear two normal sets of footsteps coming down the wall, as well as one set of big footsteps coming down the hall. And turning the corner into the room is Silver along with Sidious. And as they step aside and let Sweetie go through before they come in as well. And Silver goes, "Alright. On the daily check-in of the storage this morning, there seems to have been a breach in our food by an animal of some sort." And she kind of glances over at Sweetie, who, growls and snarls at each and every one of you as he passes by. And Sidious goes, "Is anyone aware of any sort of pests or maybe tiny furry creatures of any type that may have snuck on with them while boarding?"
His name is Tanji. Alright.
Sir, no, sir. There's been no other animals besides us here.
And Tanji.
I feel like it's getting personal.
You're right.
Deception check.
Deception check from who?
Kadani and Maeve.
Oh, okay. Alright. This is gonna be okay.
Say that before you roll.
That's 12.
I got a 12 as
plus
well.
9, so that is a 21.
I got
21.
12 plus 10, so that's a 22.
The other crew members sort of chuckle at what you say, and someone nudges Tanji, and he stumbles a little bit. But you see Sweeney with his teeth showing, as he gets on all fours and starts looking under beds, starts shifting stuff around, growling as he goes, and then he sniffs up in the air.
Drench is coming down the stairs at this point to meet everybody.
Well, Maeve isn't here. She slept on the deck.
Oh, I thought this was a few days later.
No, this was the morning.
Oh, god damn it.
So
Hmm.
that does not happen. But
Fuck.
we will go with it.
Good luck.
Instead, Tanji, do you want to hide it in your?
Falcon was upstairs too, so the bear's not even here.
Drench and Maeve slept up on the deck. I'm pretty sure Falcon slept with Kadani.
Was that on deck or was that down here?
That was down there.
Down here,
Okay.
yeah.
Dragon, not a bear. I'll hurt you.
Hang on.
Yeah, Maeve will come down with Trench.
Okay. Nope, that won't work.
Do we still want to put the baby
Yeah,
in the bear?
in the bear. Put it in the bear.
Okay.
I'm a
The
hold
bear.
the side, though.
Okay.
I held the bear.
So he sniffs up in the air and then looks back on the line and goes, "The other night, I came down here because I heard the word. The R word. And you all know what that means on my ship, that I run so neat and tidy, and yet someone would jeopardize it." And he sort of like,
Sir, no,
jumps
sir. No rats here. No rats here, sir.
We were not aware at the time of the sensibility of the world,
Don't know anything about no rodents.
but I can assure you there are none that we have seen.
And Tanji says,
Not here on
"Okay,"
the ship.
He snarls, snaps to you. Make a deception check.
That's not a deception. I don't know anything about a rodent.
Ooh,
Not a rodent. Fuck.
Can Maeve at this point try and fake a scream like she saw a rodent squeaking by?
You want to mimic?
Yeah. No, like me being like, ah, a rodent! Oh no!
-2 for a 13.
Actually,
Oh.
real quick, hold on.
Prestidigitation? Please.
Prestidigitation.
Yes!
Can Kadani make little scurrying noises of a rat going up the steps?
Sure.
Alright.
Yeah, and Maeve's gonna point and be like, oh, it's there! It's
No one have illusion.
oh shit, hurrah.
I'm trying to double check.
Oh shit! Alright.
Wait, hold on, no! That's another part of prestidigitation too. That's another part, because you can make a small illusory image that can fit in your hand. A mouse could fit in somebody's hand. Could like using prestidigitation twice. Could we have a rat?
Oh my god. And I rolled
Yeah,
a
no.
29 for deception.
You're awesome. Bishop.
Right back to my lying ways.
We learn nothing.
It's to help Tanji this
We
time.
learn nothing.
Well,
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
a
rat!
It's a rat.
So good.
Matt Sweetie hates us.
Guys, we have so much longer on this boat, and it's only getting bigger, and it's...
Okay, so as this is going on, Sweetie, obviously, without hesitation, there's this goes, what?
A rat! Over there! Up the stairs!
He takes out a knife and starts running out the door as everyone sort of, groans or, rolls their eyes or lets out a sigh of relief at his departing along with Silver and Sidious.
Kadani looks at Tanji He goes, "You probably should tell the captain."
The bear shifts. Uh-huh.
Not a bear.
Before. You should probably tell the captain before either A, he breaks this ship, or B, that breaks the ship.
Just make sure to keep an eye on it. Please.
Right here. I think
Get
it'll
off
come
of
with
my
us next
dragon.
time.
Maeve's gonna look around at all. How many other crew members are in this part of the barracks right now?
10 more.
Maeve's gonna point her finger and go, "None of you saw anything. Clear?"
I may have saw something.
Well,
And somebody like.
I blow smoke. I blow smoke out my nose. You won't think that.
we'll let you pet the baby.
And in exchange, Maeve's gonna take her dagger. I won't cut your hand off.
Y'all are fucking.
Okay, that's enough. And I'm gonna cast Calm Emotions on the area.
God damn it.
Whoa!
Damn.
I wasn't making threats.
She was being somewhat playful.
Maeve was threatening though.
Lightly.
Everybody has to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, I'm affected.
Yeah.
Fuck this.
Daddy said sit down.
Brother.
15.
16.
Charisma saving throw?
Yeah.
9.
Calm the fuck down, Matthew.
Dude is literally just in pants. Fucking.
Calm the fuck down. You're up here. You need to bring it down in here, okay?
What do we need to save?
Yeah, what did you do?
So what did you get?
15.
What did Falcon get? Okay, so only Falcon and Matthew are affected by it.
Do we know that you cast it?
14. It's
Yeah,
well, I
but-
did the
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
assuming, yeah.
What
Yeah, she's
happened?
gonna
We're
go.
just.
Uh,
The
you can suppress any effects causing a.
Hostility.
Yeah, it's just calming everybody down.
Never tell a woman to calm down.
the sailor got a dirty 20.
Oh, fuck
So
that.
no one was affected by it except for Matthew. And
The only
Falcon.
change you see
Well,
Matthew's
and
his
me.
eyebrow just lowering a little bit.
In response to being emotions calm, she'll like she goes calm, but smoke is still coming out of her nose.
Kadani looks at Tanji and looks at the stuffed animal, the plushie, and then looks at Falcon and goes, "You probably should give that back."
He's going to slip the drink, which is wiggling, into his pocket and give her the plushie. His jacket visibly sinks now. It's a few pounds. Okay.
Let's go talk to the captain. Because one, we did make a promise we wouldn't have any more secrets from her on this
To
ship.
be fair, I did point it out when I was boarding. I just may have forgotten to clarify that it was going to get bigger.
Mm-hmm.
What's gonna get
Finn
better?
takes
Bigger?
her-
The captain pops her head.
Maeve's gonna
Good
sheath her dagger real quick.
Hello, Captain!
Good morning.
Hello.
Morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
I came to retrieve all of you. Is everything alright?
What it is.
Yeah. Tom,
Well-
Just
Small discussion I wanted to have with you, which is entirely unrelated to this morning's events. Unrelated. Positively, absolutely, 550%. Do you remember that box I brought on board?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I was kind of expecting something like this. And he pulls out the puppy-sized Drake, and I kind of got this.
And what is that? She kind of lowers her brows and at this point, you know, she doesn't know what else she could have expected from the group of you, so she kind of feel that in her demeanor as she, you know,
It's baby.
This is Morgan.
It's the
Is it-
dragon.
contagious. Is it dangerous? Do I?
No, definitely not dangerous. No, perfectly fine.
Does it have
Under
fleas?
control.
Does it have ticks?
Does it have what?
Fleas? Does it have ticks?
I mean, unless the ship had him before he got here, no. Before she got here, no, because she's like, barely older than our voyage.
Those nibblings in the boxes did not come from the rat.
I don't know. I've seen some pretty big rats.
She sighs and kind of like, you know, rubs her face and goes, I will deal with Speedy. But for now, come with me. All of you.
Ah!
Something the matter.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Princess
Fucking
too?
still in the bed.
Okay. She leads you all to her office in the captain's quarters. And Matthew, you've been in here before. And when you were, there was a wall that displayed all different types of maps with pins and lines and strings going through them, assuming the different locations or different routes that they have taken or were planning to take. But now that has been sort of cleared off and has been born anew with a big giant map. But this is a continental map now. And Sydney is there. Feathered pen in hand, owl on her shoulder.
Is something the matter, Captain?
Ah, yes. The next piece that we are to retrieve. It's something born of legend. It's never been proven. At least, so we think. Sydney has been here trying to figure out where approximately the sailors that we have come across have said that they have witnessed this ghost ship.
The ghost ship is the second one?
Are you asking that as Matthew? Or
Out of character, out of character. I thought it was the other one.
So, out of character, let's clarify real quick. The ghost ship is the the moonstones, or the jewels?
Oh, the picture that you sent me said that you were going to go to the crowning jewel first and then the moon jewels. That's what you had discussed at the meeting, question mark?
Oh,
Well,
right.
we just didn't we
No,
just do the opal band though?
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were okay.
Sorry, no, it's me.
So-
I thought Crowning Pearl was the second one. Never mind.
Crowning Pearl is the one with the ghost ship. Yes or no? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So
So-
we're doing
That
it.
is based off of the Obsidian Pearl. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, oh, okay.
That's concerning. Okay.
Okay, I thought we were doing Moonstone Jewel then. Never mind. Was there any conclusive report of the side of the ship? If any.
Say that again? I'm so sorry.
Oh. What did I even say? Was there any compelling, I forgot the word, compelling sight of this ship?
from what I've gathered from this word of mouth, is that the problem isn't quite really where the location is. It's more of how this supposed ship is supposed to be summoned.
And how is it supposed to be summoned?
Well, my chicken.
Rolling Pearl was who again?
Oh.
That's
we
the one with. I think that was you and Elkin.
Yeah, okay.
Captain Hugh Way of Jaspin died obsessed and completely infatuated with the Obsidian Pearl. So much so that he led himself, his crew, and his ship into ruin, sinking to the bottom of the Mother. These sailors who have come across the form of this ghost ship were in situations that required a sort of unwilling casting off into the sea. A dire situation. A withdrawal or the carelessness of one's soul.
So you're saying that at least one of us will have to be cast into the sea alone?
Yes. And I, of course, not allowing any of my crew members to go forth. That, and also, no one knows how formidable this crew, this phantasmal crew is, but we do know that they claim souls for us. What is the game plan here?
Well, we didn't have this information prior to now.
Bit of a making it on the roll.
Has anyone ever come back from the ship?
Not the ones who did not sacrifice themselves.
Okay. Any votes for going back to the cave? I'll take those sirens now.
If
Well,
only-
Maeve doubts she can't swim.
Sorry. Unless I can get that funny spell again and drench.
If that is the thing that needs to happen, but I can swim fairly well.
Would we be sending one person alone?
If that's what it requires to call it.
I would be willing to take the plunge.
I would as well.
I think most of us would be willing.
But I think it's a matter of
Matthew,
who's most
you've
capable.
got the kid. You're not going, Matthew. You have a child.
She's right.
Who are our strongest swimmers aside from Drench?
Hold my hand up.
I have a swimming speed of 35 feet. And I have the spells for it. Furthermore, he holds up the band.
Captain, you say that. Could you repeat what would be the prerequisite for the best circumstance of a person being fished out by the boat. They will need to have the most to lose, I understand.
The ones who cast them off into sea are genuine. The life of sailor can be very hard. And so, if we are to stage this sort of strong feeling, then it better be a convincing one. It's in the mother's hand after that.
I feel I didn't understand because I'm stupid. What exactly?
Basically,
needs to
she's
be-
saying that this boat manifests
Mhm.
with the crew, the ghost crew, whenever one or many members of a crew cast themselves off into the sea without being too blunt about it. And with that, the boat comes and tries to claim those souls. For those souls to be a part of that ghost ship.
I mean, who's more convincing than someone who's jumped off a boat before?
I will hit you.
Got a light in the room.
So then, Drench probably wouldn't be the most convincing, considering his natural habitat is water.
My arm makes it difficult to swim.
So Matthew and I are both out.
I could stage it quite well. I've had certain dealing with the dead before.
Wait, so are we really looking for the people who are worst suited for this now? Because then we would be top of the list.
But
The
it
ones
needs
who
to
give
be
themselves up to the mother do not struggle. They embrace the mother.
They want to die. Whoever goes in needs to know what it's like to want to die.
I'm in.
as well.
Same.
Have any of you done it before? I.
Trying to die, you mean?
Actually succeeding in it.
No. Don't think we'd be here, would we?
Depends who you have with you.
As much as we trust in each other, Sydney says, putting her pen down, her owl flying over to the desk. We must trust her. And I suppose those who do not trust each other go to her. I think what you all have here is an immense amount of trust. And so maybe it's a test of trusting something into the unknown. She takes care of all of us. I certainly wouldn't be here if it weren't for her.
The mother, you mean?
Yes. We all return to her someday. And she picks up her pen again and starts writing.
So which of us are doing it then?
Tanji picks up the
Okay.
necklace and tosses it to Maeve.
Catches it.
You can't swim.
Can't swim.
It looked pretty realistic. I feel like you may have been some similar spots. And should you need to swim, that thing should be able to help you.
Okay.
Yes. Trust the mother. And trust your friends. That's what it's about.
Trust. Got it.
Kadani reaches into her pouch, and out of her pouch, she pulls out 3 water-breathing potions. The last of her stock. And offers them to Maeve if she should want them.
I think I have one. I'm not sure if it will be enough.
They last an hour.
I could take another one.
I don't need mine.
I'll pass it.
So it's just Megan. It's Matthew and I going?
Seems to
Are
be.
we offering 2?
I
I mean, we shouldn't send one alone, right?
We
Yeah.
kind of have to, said the riddle, I thought.
give
No, it's a group of people that could be sacrificed. I believe she said.
I believe it's a group tossing the one.
Was it simply one or?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. So then probably 2 would be best.
2 would be sufficient, I believe.
What was that?
breathe potion. I have 3 of strength of some kind of strength of giant strength. I will give Abe 1. Give Max.
So we've got potions of 1 and 1
Giant
potion of giant strength. And then how many potions of water breathing each?
Because I only offered 3 after in 1, so it sounds like 2
Okay.
each.
So
I have 2 water breathing and 1 of strength, you said?
yeah.
Giant strength.
Well. Yeah, I mean, you 2 out there on the water run. I'm sure you guys will want to die.
Fuck
Well.
you.
All that bonding for nothing.
Well,
Okay.
I guess it's settled then. Captain says.
It seems to be.
Of course, we will also be standing by. You're not alone, but with those fancy magic thingies, just know that trust means a lot of things. Well, that's all I had for you all. We should be in the location that I heard from the other sailors in 4 days' time. Right, Sydney? That's right. Ah, I love the sea. She saunters off out of their
4 days to contemplate us jumping to our deaths. Could it be better?
There's
It won't
plenty
be
more
your
time
death.
than I had before.
It's only work in a certain area.
Seems that way.
Okay.
Is there a set time?
I would assume nighttime based on the riddle.
Perhaps.
Days rounded enemy.
Hmm.
You mean spooky ghost ship.
It also
makes more
means
sense at night.
we're open to siren attacks.
And we'll have difficulty seeing anything in the water, including us.
It's a risky
I
game,
think
bit.
when I said I want the
Go ahead.
I was just kidding when I said I wanted the fucking Saturns back. Damn it.
Let's not hope for that now when 2 of us are going to be going directly into their territory.
The 2 people that can be affected by them.
Oh,
So,
fuck!
really not a very good idea.
I mean,
Well, this will make for a perfect bait.
Exactly.
Does this ship have a life ring raft thing?
A lifesaver, yes.
Lifesaver. Alright.
Thanks to your friend.
Kadani looks at Maeve. We are going to teach you how to fucking swim in these next 4 days.
Well, I think the whole purpose is that I shouldn't be able to swim.
We're going to teach you how to at least survive in the water, how to at least tread.
Float.
Whatever the bare minimum is that I can learn without making it not believable anymore, I suppose, but...
You will have 4 days of training in terms of water. 4 days. The rest of us have had lifetimes. You are still going to be the worst swimmer out of all of us.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, Kadani.
I'm being realistic. But we're not going to let you or him fucking die. Okay? So we're going to teach you how to fucking swim.
Maeve's gonna put her hand on Kadani's shoulder. If I die, write a really fucking nice song about me, will you? I
God,
want them
you're
all to
unbearable.
sing about my lovely fiery hair and beautiful, just demure, mindful nature and
Clear skin.
pale skin and that I never told a lie, not once.
You all are quite the bunch. I'm glad you're here. Well, off to breakfast. See if Sweeney doesn't poison our food after this morning.
The rest of us that are not going to be on the water have a lot of preparation to do to make sure the trust they put in us is valid.
The bench. You deal with undead, it seems, I believe.
I've had one run-in with them. It was not fun.
Any advice on tips that we could use against them in the worst circumstance?
They don't take not much. Like I said, I have very little experience with them. Hit them hard and hit them fast if you're going to be fighting.
Noted.
It would be quite
Yeah.
easy.
They don't go down easy.
I can imagine.
Noted. Well, that worked up an appetite for me. I don't know about all of you.
Certainly does.
Oh, did you want to say something, Phil?
No, sorry.
Okay. No, you're okay. Okay. So, you all go about it your day. Pretty typical. Sidious giving you all chores to do. One of them being cleaning out the storage room, deep cleaning the engine room, deep cleaning the decks, deep cleaning everything. Really. And as you all kind of settled down at the end of the night, getting yourself prepared for the journey to come, for the days to come, you lay your head to rest. Maven. You hear a loud ringing in your ears, a sharp pain in your chest, some soreness in your abdomen and legs, the smell of smoke filling your nose, causing you to cough. You push off of the surface, trying to open your eyes, then blurry at first. The coldness of the stone beneath you seems wet and slick. As you open them, you take a look around and you are met with burning buildings, cinders falling from the sky, bodies surrounding you. Looking down at your hands, shaking. Is there blood covering them? Then you realize this place is very familiar. I grew up here. You turn and see a white stone carved dove. Chunks of it being taken out of it. And right on the steps of the city hall, you see Falcon. Clothes tattered, an arm severed, neck broken. You see Matthew, his eyes glazed over. Tanji. Half of his body has been singed. Kadani. You see a pool of blood streaming from her head. Alast drench his body, severed from his head. And that's where we're going to end.
No.
Way to end.
What the fuck, Mia?
What the fuck?
No.
To be fair, that is probably the only way you could kill Drench, was to cut his head off. His body's still like flailing a little bit. Man, that's crazy.
Okay, so trauma.
Nice, nice.
Trauma.
Nice
Fucking
future to
terrifying.
witness.
Thanks.
I was for
Holy
sure like,
shit.
oh, it's just okay. It's just gonna be Falcon. Maybe it's a sign that she needs to come. It's like, no, it's everyone.
Oh my god, my hands are like shaking. That was.
Pyre's on fire.
Yeah, pyre on
and
fire.
The whole party's dead.
Literally fire.
And I have my hands covered in blood.
Oh
Could have
boy.
been from a battle, doesn't mean it could have been from the fight. Do you think you could take all of? No.
Oh, I have an idea for what's going on.
Holy
What?
say
We
that.
should exchange ideas.
I want to hear all of this shit.
Yeah, I want to hear the
I have-
theories.
I have an idea of something else, but it's not related to that. Anyways.
No,
I also have an idea.
I'm not. I'm
I
not
have-
gonna reveal.
Brendan DM me.
I will.
Come on.
Come on.
Because I think I know where this is headed.
Man, your little sister gets visits from the good side of it. From the boy. You get that?
Mia, I have ideas now, and you make me feel fear, pure fear.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Why do you
that's
always
bad.
manage to end sessions on such a, like, earth-shattering note?